It resonated. Every word just went right through. That's why I kept reading it. I thought, my gosh, I'm not abnormal. There's another lady that's just been through it, and I'm feeling every pain that you had. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thank you for being brave and willing to share your story, because as you
Yeah.
know, it could make a difference for a lot of people. So.
Well, exactly right. I mean, I was going down the rabbit hole looking at all the physio things and stuff like that. And then I just came across this little piece down the bottom of the YouTube and I thought, oh, this looks interesting. And that's when I found you.
Let's talk knees, titanium knees, from hurting to healing to taking the lead. Let's talk knees.
Hello and welcome to Total Knee Talk. Today we are interviewing a lovely lady by the name of Averil who lives in Australia. And she's right on the border of New South Wales
New South
and
and Victoria.
Victoria. So we're so excited to have her. She found us on our YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, Hathaway We Go, on one of our knee update videos, and she agreed to be interviewed and tell us her story about her total knee replacement recovery. She is 20 weeks post-op, and we are excited to hear her story and hear all the things that she has to, all the advice and help that she's going to give to other people out there. So thank you so much for being here, Avril. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So first off, what led you to needing or wanting or just getting knee replacement?
Okay, about 2011, I'd moved into Wodonga from a farm, and we had a dirty, great big hill behind us, or I did, and I wanted to walk up the hill. So my daughter and grandchildren were with me, and we wanted to walk up this hill. They were heading back to go to Melbourne on their way home. Wear the kids out, walk up the hill. Okay, well that was okay. And we're halfway up the hill, and it was very steep. The kids come roaring back down, said, "There's a bull up there, there's a bull." And we all headed down the hill. And there really wasn't. But the next day, my knee was so sore. I thought, there's something wrong. Anyway, the eventualities, I ended up in hospital and I was then sent to have an arthroscopy done because I'd torn the meniscus.
Oh, no.
And that was the beginning of my knee problems. Years later, it wasn't getting any better. I don't know. I went to and I COVID, and he sent me for an MRI. I'd had X-rays and ultrasounds. He sent me for an MRI, and we were going on holidays. And when he said, "I want to see when you come back," and he said, "Well, the good news is," he said, "it can be repaired." He said, "But you should have had your knee attended to 10 years ago."
Mm.
I said, "Oh, okay, all right." But because I had cancelled my health fund, I had to wait between 2 to 5 years to get this knee surgery. Anyway,
Wow.
as it turned out, I'd had several falls. I had 5 falls in half a year, 6 months. And I went back to the surgeon and I got listed to go on the next list to go and have surgery. 2 weeks notice I got to go and have the surgery. So I'm at the gym every day trying to do physio
Yeah.
to be prepared for this surgery. I had really no idea. I knew it was going to be painful. Okay. And I thought, well, yeah, I've done enough. I'm pretty fit. Hello. Not. Anyway, I went in 2 weeks later, had the knee surgery, and I'm surprised because I just looked at another video of yours. You've come home the same day.
Mm-hmm.
I was in there 4 days.
Wow. Now, is that typical for your area? Is that for how they do
For
it there?
for a public patient, yes.
Okay.
For a private patient, you can be however long, and you can have physio twice a day for however long. However, they gave me a spinal block and a general anaesthetic, and none of the medication, anything they gave me worked. I was on that buzzer all the time.
Mm.
Of course, they got me up the next day, as you did. You were up and around the next day. And it wasn't too bad. I was on a frame, but it was so painful. couldn't believe how painful it was. And then came the physio, and I had, at this stage, this dirty, great big bandage around my leg and trying to get the flex on your knee. Hello.
Right.
Well, they want you out in 4 days. So you have to have a 90-degree flex on your knee before they let you go home. Well, they want you out in 4 days. So they work you like a dog to get you out of hospital. Okay, I came home. I said, well, is there any chance of post-acute care? Oh, no, you'll be fine. I said, I'm 80. I live on my own. Oh, you'll survive. You'll be okay. What? Okay, well, I got sent home, and the pain medication that they sent me home with sent me to hallucinating.
Oh
And
no.
my daughter was there this night, and she said, Mum, you're hallucinating. What are you taking? And I said, well, these are what I'm taking. Well, you're not taking them anymore. So none of the pain medication, none of it worked. They ended up putting me on tramadol, which really wasn't a lot of value, but I survived with that, and Panadeine Fort, which isn't, you can't take a lot of. However, I was in my room. My daughter, my youngest daughter, stayed with me on the first night home, and I got up to make a coffee the first morning I'm home, and you've got crutches, and I'm walking down. I'm okay on the crutches, but then to go to the fridge and get the milk out, I had to drop a crutch and get back to the sink. And my daughter came and said, this is ridiculous. You can't do this. So she went and hired me a wheelie walker. Best thing invented, because I was able to move around on the wheelie walker without the stupid crutches. I could put stuff on the wheelie walker and I could do what I want.
Right.
It was great. Pain still awful. So I spent a lot of time in bed. I spent a lot of time doing my exercises. I diarised everything I was doing, the amount I was doing. And I certainly found out very quick smart I was doing too much because the pain was extraordinary.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just extraordinary. And then one of the maintenance men from here said, oh, look, I was up and around in 4 weeks. I was back at work. And I thought, well, that's what I'm supposed to be, right? Well, that wasn't right. So anyway, I ended up back at the doctor's, and I said, look, I'm feeling it's not working. I'm supposed to be up and around. He said, Averil, you have had major surgery. Stop being so impatient. I said, oh, okay. And I thought, okay. But I realised very, very hard way that I was doing too much. My knee was swelling. I was in agony. I still couldn't move. But thankfully I had the wheelie walker, and it got me through a very, very dark, tough time, like you. And I'm thinking, I'll never get over this. The harder I tried with the exercises, I was just about in tears because I thought, I'll never get it. I was given 5 physio visits in 10 weeks back at the hospital. The first 3 were with a lovely, lovely physio. She was fantastic. Then she got transferred somewhere else, and I got this young man. He was hopeless. Supposed to be in physio half an hour. He saw me at 9:10, and I was out before 9:30. He did a lot of work on the computer. So I gave that away, and I kept on physio. I've done everything myself.
Good.
Everything I've done. I eventually saw a proper professional physio, and she was great. I've saw her a couple of times, but I don't need it now, which is I'm at the 5-month mark, and I still write everything in the diary, what I do. And there is light, and like you say, there is light at the end of the tunnel, but you've got to do the rehab. You can't survive without it. Even now, I've got a chair behind me with a skateboard. I get on that every morning and skate about 200 times, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then I'm able to walk properly. So it has been a long journey. It's been a painful journey, but I'm here. And I'm talking to you like a normal person now.
Right.
I think I'm normal. But, yeah, don't overdo things. I went in the pool one day, and I thought, oh, this is fabulous. And I was riding the bike like you would on a bike in the water, and I thought, yeah, this is great. I'm actually moving my neck. 2 days I couldn't walk because I did too much.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
So you live and learn the hard way.
You do.
And you've got to be kind to yourself. You have to If you don't feel like doing it, then don't. Put your feet up. Ice, I never found of any value, to be honest. I really didn't. And I mean, I know you're an advocate of ice. I never found that. I was better off with heat.
Really?
Yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
and everybody's different, so whatever works for you, I
Everybody's
say.
different. Exactly.
I know
And that's what the
there are some people who say their surgeons said don't ice. Some surgeons say that ice slows down the recovery process, the healing, and
yeah.
so I don't know. It just depends on the person. How is your pain now?
Oh, awesome, awesome. I very rarely I take painkillers at night time, to just to make to go to sleep, and that's about it.
Good.
That's about it.
Yeah.
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 So I'm really happy with the progress that I've made, and it's thankful to you because people that must listen to you and talk and hear what you say. Yeah, you're so inspirational. You really are. I mean, you've been to hell and back too,
You
and
are
you
much
probably
too
still are.
kind, and you're making me emotional. So I'm
Oh,
just.
no.
It means the world to me that my experience and sharing my experience could help somebody. And for me, it's like, well, that makes it worth it. It makes it worth it if I could help other people.
And you have.
Thank you.
For me personally,
That's awesome.
you have. I look forward to your videos. I look for you every day.
Oh, you're so sweet. You are so sweet. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're not struggling with pain now. That's such good
No,
news.
I'm about 75%. I'm certainly not 100% by any shape nor form. But you know what? I've got a little dog that needs walking. I've done a lot of walking,
Good.
which it's very slow.
Yeah.
She's 13 going on 14, so she's as slow as what I am.
Yeah.
But at least I'm out in the fresh air and walking, and it's good for both of us.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I know if I still do too much, just sit down and relax, just chill.
Well, one of the things I think that it sounds like you learned early on, just like I did, is that this is definitely not a linear recovery. You don't just get better day by day by day. You might feel like you're getting better, and then you do a little too much, and you just set
You
yourself
get knocked back.
Yep.
If I've heard that once. If I'll take one step forward, I'll take three back.
Yep.
Wake up. You're old now. You should learn these lessons.
Well, I'm glad
To not learn something.
I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better now. Thank goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at the questions here so that I can remember. You're doing so good on your own though. just carrying on. Let's see. Okay, had you before you had surgery, what other treatments or what other things had you done? Had you had the shots and things like that?
I didn't have any shots. I did a lot of physio.
Okay.
I went to two. I think I had two physio sessions at one stage, and that was probably 2-3 years ago now. When it first happened, I was sent to physio, and they were great. That was good, and you seem to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then you do something, and you move the wrong way. Ouch! There we go again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And that's all I've had, just the physio.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's probably good because I've heard that all those steroid shots that I had, they weren't doing my knee any good. All they were doing was masking the problem.
Exactly. And you can so many of those too because you actually weaken the tendons too if you have too many.
Those. And I didn't know that.
That was okay. Well, I've got tendonitis. I've got a rotator cuff injury at the moment, and I've had 2 shots in it over the years,
mm-hmm.
And you can only have 3, and that's it.
Oh.
So.
Oh, interesting. Boy, I had a lot more shots than that in my knee. My goodness. All right. So, how did you feel going into it? I mean, did you feel like, oh, this is going to be no big deal? I mean, were you scared? Were you nervous, or were you just happy to do it? And
I was just happy to do it and get it over and done with.
Did you expect it to be different though and easier?
I didn't expect the amount of pain. The pain was overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I thought I'll never get over this
Mm-hmm.
because the pain, even doing the exercises, nearly killed me.
Yeah.
The pain was, and I knew it was going to be painful, but the amount of pain, the severity of the pain, was something else.
Yeah, it's definitely overwhelming. It's I mean, I was the same way. I had no idea that it was going to be as hard as it was.
Yeah.
Let's see. So when I mean, obviously you got to meet with your surgeon before surgery. Did you have a lot of questions for him?
No, hang on. The reason I got taken in to see an orthopedic person was because I had 5 falls. And you don't actually see, when you're a public patient, you don't actually get to see the surgeon as such. So I saw his offsider, who was lovely. And at the very last minute, the surgeon comes in. Oh, she's been waiting 2.5, 3 years. Okay, she can, she's waited long enough. That was the only time I saw him.
Oh. Wow.
Okay.
No questions, nothing. And it was the only time I have seen him.
Wow.
So with that, did they explain to you what the procedure was going to entail, or show you on one of the little plastic things? Here's what we're going to take out and put in. And
Basically, very briefly, yes, because they've only got a certain time limit to see you because the next one's ready to come in. So basically, they showed me, they didn't say this is what they're actually going to do or the severity of the actual operation. I just there, okay, look, I'm infallible. I can manage this.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. And that's, yeah.
Well, my hat's
still
off to you for doing this on your own.
wow.
I just don't know how. Now, you said your daughter stayed with you just the one night after you got home, or?
Yes, she's a flight attendant, so she was busy. My other daughter's an RN nurse, and they'd come in and they'd make sure I had plenty of food in the cupboard or food to feed me and stuff like that. But apart from that, I did everything else myself. I showered myself, and I had my wheelie walker. I had a shower chair. I had a toilet razor. So I basically did everything with crutches or my wheelie walker, and I managed. I did. I could not sit out here in the lounge. They had I hired these other things. I hired the chair. The chair was so uncomfortable to sit in. I couldn't sit in it. So I'd just go to bed.
Yeah.
Put my knee up and I'd do exercises 6 times a day. I was bored.
Yeah.
So I just exercises.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just, I've heard doctors and physical therapists say that they often see that people that live alone and go through this recover a little bit better because they have to get up and take care of themselves. Because I would have been perfectly happy to just lay in my bed and never get up except to go to the bathroom and let Dee just bring me food. But I knew I had to get up once an hour and make a lap around the house. And I just, so hats off to you for doing that on your own. Did you experience the emotional part of it? Did you get weepy and depressed?
I did because yes I did. And they were the dark days. I thought, what on earth have I done?
Mm-hmm.
What I should have put up with the pain. I should have put up with it, but I did. But then I'd see a little improvement in myself, and I think, oh yeah, that's good. Oh, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, it didn't happen every day. I was just happy to be in my own misery here, just wandering around. But yeah, it, and I don't even recall what week it was where I started to actually feel a little bit better. Walking the dog, I thought my daughter had her for quite a while, and I said, no, let her come back. And I had to walk her. So the wheelie walker I had, I put the lead over the handle, and she had a long lead, So we just did little walks, not lots, not a big walk, just a little walk up and down the street or something like that. The girl across the road used to walk her in the morning. One across the road used to walk her at night. And I just used the little walks with the handle on the wheelie walker, and off we go. And I just got a little bit further every 2 weeks. It took me a fair while to get that far. And I think about 8 weeks, and I tried with that one crutch as well. That didn't work. And I thought, to hell with this. I'll get rid of the walker. I'm sick of it. I'll get rid of the crutch. I'm sick of it. And off we went.
Good for you. Good for you. So you didn't do a cane. You didn't do a single cane at all?
No.
No. Good for you.
Only for a short while. No, because I wasn't allowed to drive for 6 weeks. And then after about the 8 weeks mark, I'd had enough. I tried the cane, going to the shops, and it was more of a hindrance than a help. So I pitched that. I thought, I don't want that anymore. I'm very determined. So I got rid of that. And I've just got better over the time. It's been very gradual.
Yeah.
And I haven't hurried. And I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Don't be in a hurry, because it doesn't happen in a hurry.
No,
it does not.
Well, and I mean, you and I are both around the 5-month mark. I'm just a little bit ahead of you, but they say that it takes 12 months for total, for full recovery, 12 to 18. But the timelines that I've seen say that at 6 months you're about 50% healed. So I mean, when you think about it, I mean, we're only halfway there, and so
yes,
we still have to be careful and take it easy on ourselves, and I mean,
yes.
we've still got a ways to go.
And I think to myself in the morning when I get up, I have to do those exercises, even though I know I do, because the knee's stiff, and if I get on the skateboard here, I'm off to a good start. I only do 3 basic exercises now, and that's the rubber band around my toe and pushing it, making my leg straight. I think my leg is actually straighter now than it has been. I think I heard it click a couple of weeks ago. Oh, that sounds good. And I do knee presses on the chair, and that kills me. And the scar on my leg feels so tight.
Do you massage it?
I am now. I started that the other day and really pulling it apart and trying to get rid of that horrible, like a stretchy band, it just feels like it won't stretch. So I've started that the other day, and that was a little bit sore the next day after I'd tackled that. But I think if I keep on doing that every day, I tried that a while ago, and that just was so painful I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I left that one out, and the knee press. So that basically, and calf raises. I do calf raises as well. Not all the time. And some days I miss.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know I've missed because it hurts again.
Yeah.
And that's it. Gosh, I shouldn't have to do these exercises all the time. I'm sorry. You do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to keep it.
I've just decided that I'm going to be working out every day for the rest of my life now, because I don't want anything to happen to this knee, and I want to keep the other one healthy, because I'm not doing it again.
Well, I think too, if you do as much exercise with your good leg as you do with your bad leg, your right leg will never go bump.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's definitely the hope.
Well, that's the hope.
So, what are the things that you can do now that you couldn't do before surgery? Have you got to that point yet where you feel like you can do some things that you couldn't?
Walk more. I've been up to 5K.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been up to 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, I can't walk that far yet. That's awesome. Good for you. Good for you.
Well, that's very slow. It is very slow.
Yeah.
But I think the dog feels more tired than I do when we get back. But yeah, I love, because I've always been a walker. I always loved walking. And that was my thing. So I've just taken it gradually, and my achievement was 5Ks.
Yeah.
So I've had under my belt.
Well, good for you.
I've done it.
Good for you.
I don't do it anymore. And it's so cold here. It is so cold. It's freezing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
winter
it's
there.
free. I just took Maisie for a little wander before, and I thought, oh, I need my puffer jacket on. It's so cold. The wind chill just goes right through you. But anyway, that's all over and done with now.
Yeah.
So apart from that, what I did find really hard to come to terms with, and this was the day that the doctor roared at me, my knee. I could not, and this was in the summer times too, when I was wearing dresses. Um, Anything that touched my knee nearly sent me through the roof.
Mm.
Any fabric, anything that touched my knee, oh, it was an awful, awful, awful feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to the doctor, well, what's happening with my knee? Why is it doing this? He said, because the nerve endings are healing.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't for a friend of mine who's had 2 knee replacements, she had like a U-shaped frame that she put under the mattress, so you got a bit of like an airspace over the mattress,
Okay.
and the sheets or doing the cover goes over that, because I could not
Ah.
bear the feeling of anything on my knee, and I had that on for months.
Interesting. And is that gone now? That
It's
feeling?
completely gone now. Yeah,
Oh, thank
completely
goodness.
gone.
I never struggled
Yeah.
with that, and I've heard a lot of people do. They struggle with that. I mean, I had a little bit of sensitivity, but not like a lot of people that I've heard like that, you know.
Yeah.
Did you have to wear compression hose right after surgery? No, I didn't either.
I don't think so. No, I don't think I did, because I had this monstrous bandage, and I mean, it was like that
Yeah.
around the knee. And when I was just before I was discharged, one of the offsiders came in and said, "Get that off." So that had to come off, and that's when I actually saw my knee.
Uh-huh.
What that actually, because it was all sort of wrapped in plastic around that too. So that was the first time I saw it. So the next day I was gone. Well, might have been that day I was gone out of there. But I'm surprised at you coming home after a day.
Yeah, that's
Lordy.
typical for here in the
Same day.
United
Oh,
States.
Yeah,
It's
same
very
day.
typical. The only time that anybody stays overnight is if they've maybe had some, blood pressure issues, or they just can't get their pain under control. But yeah, typically, within an hour or so after surgery, they've got you up walking
oh,
around, and they took me to the bathroom because they had to make sure I could, go to the bathroom before I left. And of course, by the time when I woke up from surgery, the pain was really bad, but then they got the pain meds going, and then I didn't feel anything. And then we had to drive home. It was a 2.5 hour drive to get home. And we stopped halfway, and I got out and walked around with my walker, did a couple laps around the car. But I still had the spinal block apparently was still in, helping a
yeah.
little bit at that point. And plus they'd gotten
Mm-hmm.
a lot of drugs on board. So it really wasn't until the next day when I realized, oh, this was a bad idea. It was a real bad idea.
So, Avril, did you have glue or staples or what? Staples?
27.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of staples.
Yeah. And they came out within the 10 days.
Really?
It was, yeah,
It's fast.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. And how does your incision look now? Are you happy with it? Does it look good?
No, yes and no. Some of it's gone nicely in. About the middle of the kneecap up to the thigh, it's still quite ropey.
Uh,
And that's still I've got quite thick thighs.
uh-huh.
And I think they've cut into my fat around
Mm.
my knee. And it's quite ropey, which is why I thought to myself, I've got to get rid of this. Which is why I've started massaging it again.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for a while, and it was just so sore.
Yeah.
I thought, no, I'm attacking it at the moment. When I get angry, I attack the scar.
My PT started massaging mine at 4 weeks, and I was screaming because it hurt so bad. But as soon as that scar tissue started breaking up, then that pain went away, and it felt much better after that, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but okay, let's see. At this point, okay, 5 months in, are you feeling like it was worth it? Are you glad you had it done?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Good.
yes, definitely. It's like the pain when you have the baby, you know, the pain is excruciating then, and then all of a sudden you forget about the pain. I remember it being painful, but I don't remember the pain. I don't remember I know it was severe, but I don't recall how painful, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, that's gone away. I know it was sore, and I will never have it done again,
Yeah.
ever. Yeah.
Yes, I actually, we had a comment on one of our update videos the other day from a man who'd been through it, and he said, there's no way I would ever do this again. He said, I will just get a really cool looking cane and I will
And get a handicap parking
and
spot.
get a handicap parking sticker and
Deal with
he
it.
said, I won't. And I'm like, I'm with you, with you.
I actually asked the doctor, I said, can I please have a sticker for my car? And I said, well, look, I said, I'll be honest. I go and I park on an end where I can get, because I've got to throw the door right open, swing myself out. I said, I can get out perfectly now, but I said, I come back and there's a car this far away from me. I can't get back in the car.
Yeah.
I can't just do it. So he gave me a sticker, which is good.
Oh, that is
That
nice.
helps.
And, to the question that I asked you about, I don't remember the question exactly, but what things can you do now that you couldn't before? And you said walking. The one thing that I notice is before surgery, I couldn't bend my leg. I had very little range of motion in my leg. And so it was very difficult for me to get in and out of the car. I had to
Yeah.
put my backside in first and scoot back real far so that I could just, kind of fling my stump of a leg in, and that was
Yes.
one of the first things that I really appreciated is now when I get in a car, I can just bend my knee and get in a car like a normal person. So it's nice to find these little glimmers of hope that things are getting better.
Yeah.
And, there's definitely improvements.
Oh, yeah. I still do that because I just can't put my leg in and get in to drive. I've just got to put my bum in, swing in. I still have to do that. Stairs I still have a problem with. I can go up, but I can't come down.
Really?
And I've got to hang to something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a thing I've got to overcome that.
Yeah, I still definitely hang on. And we just have a few steps. I've got like 4 steps out front and front and back, and then 2 steps inside the house. But I just decided one day I have to do it. I basically told myself I have to just practice doing these steps, and so instead of just going down, one, just the bad leg going down first, I make myself hold on and go down with the other leg so that leg has to bend. And it's getting easier, and going up has definitely gotten a lot easier. That's gotten easier than going down.
Then going down, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wholeheartedly.
it just takes time and
It
and again
does.
it just takes a lot of work. What do you wish you had known before surgery? That now, knowing what you know now, what do you wish you had known before surgery?
That's a tough one. I would like to have been made more aware of the severity of what was going to happen, and that the pain would be really, really, really bad, because I had no idea. I know bad's bad, but you don't realise how bad really can be. Yeah, and I think too, one of the girls here that's had her knee done said the hardest thing for her was in physio riding, getting that first leg over the bike to do. I would like to have known. Now, I didn't have a problem with that, but she did. But there's certain things that came up that I thought, oh, yeah, maybe I should do more on that beforehand. But I don't know. That's a hard one. Knowing how the severity of the pain, being really major surgery. Even my daughter, who's a nurse, said they shouldn't put people through that. That's just horrendous.
Right, for
It
sure.
is horrendous.
Well, and especially for you in your situation and not having the doctor to talk to you and explain to you what was going to happen and what they were going to do, and and to let you know, because I do remember my surgeon saying to me, the pain you're having now, the arthritis, bone on bone pain that I was having, he said, that pain's never going to go away. It's just going to get worse. He said, the pain that you're going to have after surgery, that will eventually go away. He didn't tell me how
Wait.
bad it was going to be. He did not tell me how bad it was going to be. So I was still under that impression that, oh, the first 2 weeks are the hardest, and then we're going to be
I
fine.
know.
But and I think for you too, it probably I think that's what makes us feel alone in this, and that something's wrong. Something's wrong because I'm having so much pain and nobody told me it was going to hurt like this. So I just
Yeah,
assumed something's bad wrong. I'm going to have to just have my leg amputated.
Well, that's what I do. I'd rather have my no knee than
Yeah.
than do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're the dark days, and
Yeah.
they've gone.
Good. That's
People,
good.
I really know how painful it can be,
So
and not to overdo things.
yeah. Yeah.
I can't say anything more about that. You just need to take time
Yeah.
and be patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good advice. And if someone came to you and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about having knee surgery," what would you tell them?
Don't.
That's always my first thought too, is I want to tell them, "Don't do it. Don't do it."
I met up with a lady just the other day, and she'd had her knee done. I said, "Oh, when did you have it done?" She said, 2 years ago, and she's still struggling.
Yeah.
She's still struggling. And she had a carer like you, Dee, her husband, who looked after her like a piece of gold, but she's still struggling.
Yeah. And it's the people that I meet like that's hard. It makes it hard to have hope when I see so many people that are years out and they're still struggling. And I just keep telling
Yeah.
myself, well, hopefully that's not going to be me. I don't want that to be me, but at the same time, I want to be prepared for that,
I'll be honest, I'm about 75%, and I'm pretty happy.
Good.
I am pretty. I mean, I'm taking every day as it comes. I'm not game to get down on my hands and knees. I never could. I mean, when I had the arthroscopy done, I couldn't get down on my knees. I still don't want to get down on my knees.
No.
Not that I need. But that's, yeah. Excuse me. I'll just hand it. Can you just hang on for one second?
No problem. So,
I think we're,
feel like all over the place.
I think we've got. She did a great job of telling the
Yeah,
stories.
she did.
That should, actually, I'll take that off. Got that.
like
That
that.
won't happen again.
First
Okay.
one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. You back?
Yes.
Ask her. You ask that one.
Okay.
Oh,
I feel like you're gonna have an easy answer for this one because you're so upbeat and you're so far along. What's the first thing you did post recovery that made you smile? That you're like, I'm gonna get through this. This is good.
getting rid of my wheelie walker.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
that made me so happy because, look, there's nothing wrong with the wheelie walker. Get me wrong. I loved the wheelie walker because when I walked with it, I was walking a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Heel toe, and I was walking properly.
Mm-hmm.
And once the wheelie walker goes, but once I got rid of it, I didn't even realize that, it had gone, and I was walking okay anyway. Maybe, and that's another thing, my balance is still bad. My balance is horrendous. But the wheelie walker was my saving grace for several reasons, and one of them being I was walking properly.
Yeah, I agree. That's what, and that was why I didn't want to give it up. I mean, I didn't want to have to use it, but I was afraid not to use it because when I used the walker, I could walk properly. I could walk without limping and stuff.
Yes.
I know I've mentioned her on the other videos. Have you looked into on YouTube Dr. Samantha Smith, PT?
No, I haven't.
So she is a physical therapist. She has a YouTube channel, and it's called Dr. Samantha Smith PT. And all she does is knee replacement. That is her whole career, is knee replacement. And
Okay.
I've actually bought 2 of her courses. You buy the course and then you have lifetime access to it. And that's my PT. That's my workout. She has one. The one I bought it's called Strength and Balance, and it's a 4-week course. And so then you just repeat it. And then after I bought that, and then I had gotten through it, and I got an email from her that there was a level 2 for that course. And so then I bought level 2. And so now I just keep repeating level 2, but it's fantastic. And like when you said that about your balance being bad, she works so much on balance. Cause I mean, I'll tell you honestly, I still look forward to the day that I can put my pants on normally without having to lean on something. But it's so much better than it was. And I attribute all the progress that I've made to her course. And I've been doing it for, I started it at, I think I started it 2.5 months. I think I was like, I don't know, I was maybe like 14 weeks or something. I don't remember, but it's great. And, and it's just like a 30-minute workout, and she does the whole workout with you. And then, she says, do it every other day. She doesn't even want you to do too much, but she also has a YouTube channel, and she does a lot of workouts on the YouTube channel. But, I just want to tell people about her course because I love it. I know that it has helped me so much with my balance and with gaining strength. So anyways, something to look into.
It is. To be honest, I looked at so many YouTube videos of knee replacement. I got so tired watching them. I just thought, can't do this. I can't watch anymore. That was probably how I found you, was looking at these videos, and then along the bottom little screen thingy, that's where I saw you.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, what relief. You like a breath of fresh air.
Well, I am so glad that you found us, and it's been so lovely to meet you and visit with you. I'm so glad that you were willing to visit with us and share your story, because your story can help other people as well.
And the main thing is be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Don't if you overdo it, if you're suffering and like the swelling and the pain, the discomfort, you've done too much.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You've just got to modify the way you do things and not be hard on yourself. Mm-hmm. And you've said that so many times, and it's so true.
Yeah. Yep. You just have to be kind to yourself, and just realize that this is a long recovery. This is not just a couple of weeks. This, no matter what anybody says, you've got to you've got to take the time.
Look, I'll give myself 6 months, but you know what? I'm going to amend that and say I'll give myself 12 months.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, same.
It's easy.
It's like I look to each month, the 31st of each month. That's my date, and so on the 31st of this month I'll be 6 months. And so when I hit the 6-month mark, then I will look back and see how far I've come. And so rather than going day by day or even week by week, I just kind of wait for that month mark. And I feel like that helps me to see more progress, because even at this far along, and I mean I'm not that far, but I'm nearing the 6-month mark. It's not an everyday thing. I don't see.
You've come.
Yeah, I have to look back and remember how hard it was in the beginning, and to realize I've made progress. So
yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Sorry, you cut out. I'm sorry.
I think we both spoke at the same time. So I'll let you go.
Well, thank you so much, Averil. It was wonderful visiting with you.
And I wish you all the very best for your future, and yours too, Dee, because I'm looking forward to watching you go in this new little van of yours. It just looks so good.
We're excited.
We're looking forward to it too. So, yeah.
I know when doing it, I thought to myself, Dee, how on earth are you going to get up the steps?
I'm telling you, it was tough. It's still, I mean, I still have to, fortunately there's a handle in there and I still have to hold on, and
Oh yeah.
it'll be a while, and I just have to be really careful, but yeah,
It'll happen.
we'll get out there. So we appreciate you following along. That'll be a lot of fun. We have a big trip planned in December. So that'll
Oh
be
wow.
our big trip, because Dee's actually making some modifications to the van right now. So
It's interesting to watch.
and I just decided to just give myself this year to just chill out and heal. This was
Yes.
2025 is just the year of healing. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. I never expected this, to be honest, but I'm halfway through almost a year, so there we go.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Getting there.
One
I think when we have 12th anniversary, we'll celebrate.
yes.
should.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely look forward to that.
You keep up. I appreciate everything that you've done and said and helped with. You've been enormous, both of you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that. All right. Well, we will
Okay.
end this call and say goodbye to Averil, and I wish you the best in your continued healing and your continued recovery. And
Yes.
keep walking, and keep working, and keep bending that knee.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks.
All
Thanks,
right.
Avril.
All right. Thank you so
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
How much fun was Avril?
Oh my gosh.
I really enjoyed her.
She was just so fun.
She was great. This is so much fun, just meeting these people, and then for her to be in Australia,
Right?
and I was just sure at any minute we were gonna like lose a connection or something, but it worked out great. And
We had some troubles setting up this interview because it's like she's 17 hours ahead of
17
us.
hours ahead, yeah.
So
that was the biggest challenge,
it took us a
was
bit.
getting together on the right time.
And from watching Farmer Wants a Wife Australia and Alone Australia, I feel like I've been in her neighborhood. I kind of know. No, it was fun to talk to somebody and we're at least a little bit familiar with, where she's from.
Right.
It wasn't a total
Right.
thing. But
Yeah.
so when you email us at hello@totalkneetalk.com and say you want to be part of this, let us know where you're from, because it worked out great, but at one point we're like, what time zone is she in? And then we find out she's from Australia, and we're like,
We didn't know how to figure that out.
there was a
There
lot
was
of math.
too much math involved for that. Yeah, that was painful, but she was awesome, and she's doing great, and it was just so sweet. I mean, it just gets me in the feels, to have these people be so glad that they found our video, and that our video
Right.
helped them, and she could, that she could relate to it and everything. It was just
It's
so
very humbling and
so humbling. Yeah, so humbling. And I guess if there's one thing that I would say that makes this whole thing worth it for me, it's meeting these people, but more than that, it's if we can help other people in any way. I mean, that just makes it worth it. Don't tell anybody I said that.
One part that really stuck out to me, and I was like, oh wow, was the healthcare system in Australia. And it was kind of they told her when she was ready to have her knee replacement done, they're like, okay, well, you can have this done now. You will meet your surgeon on the day of surgery,
Yeah.
and then you stay in the hospital to recover. So
She was in the hospital for, what'd she say? Was it 4 days,
4
or
days,
4 nights,
yeah.
or something like that? Yeah.
So
Which,
really different.
I mean, I think that could have its advantages and its disadvantages, I'm sure. But, maybe in the hospital you get different drugs or more drugs, or I don't know.
Better food. I don't know
Certainly
how
not
it
better
works over
food.
there. And it's winter there, of course. And she did mention how cold it is
That's
outside.
right.
So
Walking
I'm
the
like,
dog.
oh, that's right. It is
Yeah,
winter out there.
yeah.
So it was just a ton of fun. It's so good to meet her.
Yeah. So we're just so excited for these videos and to meet these people and to hear their stories. And so we hope that you will like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let Avril know, what you thought,
Right.
and because I know she'll be looking for that too. but also, ring the notification bell so that, when a new video comes out. But we're excited for our next one coming
We are.
up.
We're back in the USSA.
Back in the-
back in the USA. Let's not go that far. We're back in the
We're
USA.
back in the States
We are.
with a gentleman who is about, 4.5 months out?
I believe so.
So, yeah.
So that'll be a good one too.
Yeah.
All right. So in the meantime, give yourself some grace, cut yourself some slack.
And remember, this is your recovery.
Let's talk knees, titanium knees. From hurting to healing, to taking the lead. Let's talk knees. So next time someone brings up knees, don't just nod, lean in with ease. There's a saga in those joints, a battle fought, a new way to move, a lesson taught. Full range in 6 months, that's the move. Let's talk knees, yeah.